everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? You know the drill. Grab your coffee, maybe a seltzer. What am I drinking? Blackberry citrus. It's yummy. And maybe a stick snack or two. And let's get into it, okay? So, I have a lot of things to talk about today, okay? And this first thing was text message to me from a subscriber. And it's really worth noting, okay? And this has to do with truckers. And it starts like this. I need to get something off my chest. I generally refrain from talking politics and especially making political posts. However, I need to say this. What I'm going to post is real, not somebody that a friend's cousin's sister's neighbor has happening to them. So this is firsthand knowledge, okay, and this is what is actually happening to this person. I own a small trucking company, and this is what the fuel crisis is doing to our country. So this directly affects me, you, our children, and our country. Today I filled up my truck to deliver products that help keep our country fed. When I filled up my truck, it cost me $1,149.50. This is one truck for 1 day of fuel. I own 3. So for 1 day of operation, it cost me $3,448.50. Yes, we use a full tank of fuel every single day, sometimes more than 1 tank per day. My trucks generally run 5 to 6 days a week, so we'll just estimate on the low side and say 5. That's $17,242.50. Last week was over $20,000 for 1 week that I have to pay out of my own pocket to try and keep not only my children fed, but those of my employees and our country. Mark my words, we are on a downhill slide to the worst recession our country has ever seen. If you don't believe me, I implore you to do your research. Trucking companies are going under left and right, literally hundreds weekly. If you are not aware what you're wearing, what you're eating, what you're living in, what you're driving, what you're reading this on, what was delivered by a truck. If something drastic doesn't change in the next few weeks or months, I promise you, you'll see empty shelves everywhere you look. You'll see chaos as people fight for the basic necessities of everyday life, food, medicine, etc. If something doesn't change, I pray that all of you have the ability, the knowledge, and skills to fend for yourselves, not only against those who would do you or your family harm, but to be able to find sustainable food and water. This is a scary time, not only for small business owners, but for every single American. So please, please do your research when we vote for those we place in power. This isn't just on the federal level, but on the state level as well. We have got to start making informed decisions based on fact, not because the media says we should like or dislike someone. Truckers are out here going for broke, holding on to something we know this country needs. So if you know a truck driver, please tell them to hold on as long as they can. Our country won't survive without them. So this was in Idaho Falls. Okay. So, you know, that just, it speaks in volume to me, okay, because this is what's really going on. All right. And, you know, I know that, you know, one of my subscribers, she operates a truck stop, and she gives, you know, weekly updates on what's going on with the diesel and stuff like that. And, you know, for a while there, she was giving me updates on her inventory, on, you know, things that were kept in the truck stop, you know, what was going on with the gas there and stuff like that. But, you know, this is a lot. Okay. So this is what's really, truly going on. All right. So onto this, okay? I became aware of this, and I want you to be aware of it as well. Poland's authorities are reminding citizens that they can now rummage forests for firewood to heat their homes as energy costs continue to soar. And now the other day we were speaking on how the UK is going to start serving school-age children in the lunchroom instead of giving them meat, for school lunch. They're going to start giving them meat alternatives. And those meat alternatives consist of bugs, like mealworms and the such, and it's disgusting. So here's something for you. And I'll, you know me with links, okay, stuff like that. Many people know that the so-called elitists want us to own nothing and be happy. Apparently, they also want us to eat bugs instead of, meat. In Latvia, and that's Latvia, stores have begun selling the Better Bar, okay? On the label, prominently displayed is the ingredient, insect protein. Yeah, that's friggin' disgusting. So that link will be in the description box below for you, okay? So I cannot believe that this, what? It reminds me of that movie. What the heck was that movie? It was on the train. And what's his name was in that movie? Captain America, the guy that plays Captain America. And they were feeding the people bars that were made out of bugs. What was that movie? Hang on. Snowpiercer. That's what this is reminding me of. Yeah. And they always want us to eat plant-based, so now it's bug-based. So how's that grab you? It's disgusting. So on to this, okay? This was at Target, okay? The frozen fruit section, man. Frozen food, no more. And apparently, there's been a lot of state of emergencies that are being declared right now. And one of them, obviously, was here because of the climate, right? Okay. Well, now there's one in Chad, okay? And this is due to food insecurity, okay? And a declaration of emergency was issued on June 1st by the government of Chad. And the decree comes in light of the current serious food insecurities and malnutrition situation, which will see 2.1 million people in severe food insecurity during the lean season, and the worst lean season in 10 years. While 1.3 million children suffer from acute malnutrition, the government calls for national actors and international partners to support the populations in need as identified in the National Response Plan. And this is funded to less than 20% this year so far. Okay, so that link will be in the description box below for you. Okay, and also, a lot of us, we have, we shop online, right? And you'll do your shopping like through Walmart because you have the Walmart Plus, right? Well, now Walmart Plus, because, you would pull up, you would, call and say, okay, I'm here for my order, whatever. I'm in this parking spot. Okay, well, now, even if you're a Walmart Plus member, you are now going to be charged a $4 fee just for picking up your groceries. Yeah. And this is very interesting, okay? Did you ever wonder where exactly your milk comes from? Okay, well, there are like codes, okay? If you ever look on a gallon of milk, a code on there, okay? And that code is specific to a certain state, all right? So go and look at your gallon of milk if you have a gallon of milk in your fridge right now, okay? And the state goes like this. Alabama, code 1. Alaska, code 2. Arizona, code 4. Arkansas, code 5. California, code 6. Colorado, code 8. Connecticut, code 9. Delaware, code 10. District of Columbia, code 11. Florida, code 12. Georgia, code 13. Hawaii, code 15. Idaho, code 16. Illinois, code 17. Indiana, code 18. Iowa, code 19. Kansas, code 20. Kentucky, code 21. Louisiana, code 22. Maine, code 23. Maryland, code 24. Massachusetts, code 25. Michigan, code 26. Minnesota, code 27. Mississippi, code 28. Missouri, code 29. Montana, code 30. Nebraska, code 31. Nevada, code 32. New Hampshire, code 33. New Jersey, code 34. New Mexico, code 35. New York, code 36. North Carolina, 37. North Dakota, 38. Ohio, 39. Oklahoma, 40. Oregon, 41. Pennsylvania, 42. Puerto Rico, 43. Rhode Island, 44. South Carolina, 45. South Dakota, 46. Tennessee, 47. Texas, 48. Utah, 49. Vermont, 50. Virginia, 51. Washington, 53. West Virginia, 54. Wisconsin, 55. Wyoming, 56. Now, there's a sample of local plant codes. The Byrne, and that's BYRNE, dairy, which is the Syracuse codes, 3661. Hood HP LLC is in Oneida. The code is 5631. Hood HP LLC in Binghamton, 1781. Stewart's Processing Corp. in Saratoga Springs, code 2151. Upstate Niagara Coop Incorporated is in Rochester, code 1880. Upstate Niagara Coop Incorporated in Buffalo, and the code is 1439. Okay, so on to this. This small article was sent to me, and it was dated June 5th, 2022, and it says, the Rutherford Institute in Charlottesville, Virginia-based civil liberties organization has sent a letter to the city of Houston, Texas, requesting it revoke a recently adopted ordinance that forces private businesses to spy on Americans and make the surveillance footage available to police. Cities are engaging in these types of devious maneuvers all across America, Canada, Europe, and the rest of the formerly free world. Notice how they say, formerly free world. Scary, isn't it? How it's deemed that way. And it says, they are unknowingly taking baby steps toward building a globalized police state that will fit seamlessly into the beast system being developed by the WEF and its network of politicians, entertainers, false religious leaders, nonprofits, and corporate cronies. Yeah, disgusting, is it not? So, sometimes I don't know, man, you know, I just can't. I just can't. My cats are running around. Hey, hey, hey. Hang on. It's baby cat and Binks. They're running around after each other. So, on to this. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but invoking the Defense Production Act for Clean Energy. Okay. This is why there is now a state of emergency. Okay. Today, POTATA is authorizing the use for the Defense Production Act, or DPA, okay? And this is to accelerate domestic production of clean energy technologies, unlocking new powers to meet this moment. Specifically, the president is authorizing the Department of Energy to use the DPA to rapidly expand American manufacturing of 5 critical clean energy technologies. Solar panel parts, okay, building insulation, heat pumps, equipment for making and using clean energy generated fuels, including electrolyzers, fuel cells, and related platinum group metals, and critical power grid infrastructure like transformers. Okay. Now, in deploying the DPA, the Potato Harris administration will strongly encourage the use of strong labor standards, including project labor agreements, community benefit agreements that offer wages at or above the prevailing rate, and include local hire provisions. The administration will also strongly encourage projects with environmental justice outcomes that empower the clean energy transition in low-income communities historically overburdened by legacy pollution. Now, following this announcement, the White House and the Department of Energy will convene relevant industry, labor, and environmental justice and other key stakeholders as we maximize the impact of the DPA tools made available by Potato's actions and strengthen domestic clean energy manufacturing. So get ready. That's all I'm saying. Get ready. Get ready. Scary times. And on to this. So how this came about, how true this is, I do not know. Okay. I looked and looked and looked. I don't know. So I'll read it to you. I'll put it up. That's it. Okay. He doesn't have 100% proof. Now, he, as in Mr. Malone, I'll just say it that way, okay? But it's looking like the early data of the monkey variant that's been going on around lately, the last 2 weeks, have been analyzed. And it looks like it's been tampered with. So some sort of grain of function has gone on here. We do not comply with anything. Masks, 6 foot distancing, passports to get in anywhere. We're going to continue to live our lives, and we're not going to comply because this Mr. Malone says lockdowns by September. I don't know. What say you? And this is a new news from Delaware, from a subscriber. She said, "Greetings from Delaware. I have to gather some info to put it all together for you, but Delaware legislators have possibly lost their minds." What politicians have not lost their minds? She said, "One of my adult children has made the move to Florida." Oh, boy. All right, where at? She said, "We are still trying to get things together and aligned. I am praying it is in God's hands, but we want out of here." Yeah, a lot of people want out of here. Yeah, buddy, I do know that. I do know that. She said, "It seems that Potato wants to push Delaware legislators with radical laws to start the ball rolling." Huh. Wow. This is crazy. Wow. Nuts. Okay, so on to this. We all talked about the gas issue, okay, and the ethanol issue, and how, with this new thing that Data wanted to do with adding more ethanol to the gas to bring the gas prices down and stuff like that. And I said, wait a minute. You can't put that in cars because it'll ruin the engine and stuff like that. And I had told you about what happened with my car, that I turn my car on, and then boom, boom, boom. It literally just keeps stalling out, right? And I talked to my mechanic, and he said, it's the gas, it's the ethanol, too much ethanol. Well, I'm going to put a link in the description box below, okay? But I'm just going to read this one part to you, okay? The third issue about all of this. Ethanol is a valuable source of octane in finished gasoline, but it is chemically different than petroleum gasoline and cannot be used in concentrations above 10% in small engines, like boat motors, motorcycles, lawn mowers, generators, or chainsaws, or in any cars made before 2001. Complicating matters further, most cars on the road today still are not warranted to run on gas with more than 10% ethanol. Retail stations also must have compatible infrastructure in order to sell gas with higher ethanol blends. This issue is known within the industry. Okay, so this idiot is pushing this 15% ethanol, all the while knowing that not only can the gas stations not even keep it, but the cars today can't even run on it. But in my opinion, I think that they're pushing it because they want our cars to fail, so we have to go and buy these green new cars. Okay, so that link will be in the description box below for all of you guys. Okay, so I am out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless.